What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Smoke and I'll be your host for this one. Now let me first say this. I'm a huge Resi fan. From back in the day when I used to jam the original on my Sega Saturn. But rest assured, I will be giving you my complete, unbiased opinion on this one. Also, this review will contain spoilers. Spoilers abound. Turn back now if you don't want to be spoiled. You have been warned. Alrighty, guys. The time has finally come. A comprehensive review of Resident Evil 3, the remake. The single player portion. From the get-go, the changes made from the original are apparent. Gone is the RPD massacre and replaced with a more subdued scene, delving more so into Jill's mental state. After the first 5 minutes of controlling Jill, the slow methodical pace of Resident Evil 2 is replaced with a much faster paced fight for survival, where Jill is almost immediately attacked by Nemesis and driven out of her apartment and into the chaos on the city streets. I really do like the level design of the city. It's dank and dingy, with lots of fire and destruction. The lighting and shadows are simply beautiful, creating a truly great atmosphere. Many times, I found myself stopping to simply admire the scenery. The playability is solid, with the same over-the-shoulder camera and the tight, snappy controls that can be found in the RE2 remake, with a new dodge mechanic addition. While dodge timing is key, this can potentially allow you to escape most situations where you would otherwise be attacked and take damage. Graphically, it's very impressive. Character and enemy models are extremely detailed, and certainly up there with the best we've seen this gen. I'm also very impressed with the amount of different zombie models in the game. Well done, Capcom. Well done. The weapon variety is somewhat lacking, yet remains faithful to the original, with a few new handguns thrown into the mix, all the while all the really interesting weapons being unlocked post-game. However, the combat knife is no longer breakable, which is a huge plus in my opinion. The game does provide you with a lot more supplies compared to Resi 2. The ability to craft ammo is especially useful, while focus on enemy weak spots makes for a more strategic combat. Enemy variety is average, with Hunters and Drain Demos making a return from the original, plus the inclusion of the new Palehead, a humanoid creature that is basically a zombie mixed with a regenerator from Resi 4. Chase scenes are a new interactive feature in where Nemesis constantly chases you through a specific scripted event, unlike Mr. X from Resi 2 who simply wandered around on a set patrol route. And let me tell you, they are awesome. They look incredible and invoke a real sense of fear and urgency. Boss battles, even though they were flashy, honestly, I felt they were uninspired and repetitive. The second and third boss fights were almost exactly the same. The third one basically throws a few zombies into the mix to spice it up. Capcom, is a little variety too much to ask for? For anyone wondering, Carlos does play a much bigger role compared to the original. His sections are very nicely incorporated, and I felt they did a good job fleshing out his character. He also starts with the assault rifle, which Jill doesn't, at least if you play the game on anything but assisted. So the weapon switch up and somewhat different playstyle is a nice change. Unfortunately, a lot of content was cut from the original. For example, the entire clock tower section and the gravedigger boss were removed and replaced with new areas that felt lazy and uninteresting. And the practically non-existing puzzles are straight up fetch quests and just aren't that fun. The post-game unlockable content that can be purchased through the shop via points earned by completing in-game challenges does add some replay value to the game for completionists. Sadly, the lack of more costumes definitely leaves something to be desired. Another departure from the original is the mercenary missions, which has now been replaced with a squad-based multiplayer mode called Resistance. Also, the story was a tad short in my opinion compared to Resi 2, which at least had 2 scenarios. So for those only investing in the single player, personally, I don't think it justifies the 60 clams. Don't get me wrong guys, it's not a bad game by any means. I really did enjoy my time with it, and will continue to do so. Unfortunately, it's impossible not to compare Resi 3 to its phenomenal predecessor. Resi 2 set the bar so high for remakes that I can't help but feel that this installment was rushed and that they could have done so much more with it. That's it guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Until next time, smoke out.